keep on rocking in the fever.
Keep on rocking in the fever.
Oh, it's another beautiful day. People playing out in the fields and the parks, playing tennis, joggers are out. It's just another gorgeous day. Now, you all know I had a multi-camera security system from HaloView, which I've promoted on this channel, and I absolutely love it. Some people have asked me, by the way, how's it been? How's it holding up? And it's perfect. It's really well built. It's got, there's the back of it, by the way, right there. It's got big clicky buttons, which is my favorite. I much prefer that over touchscreen stuff. And it's just tough and reliable, and it's worked flawlessly, even though it's a wireless camera system. However, one thing I didn't want to have is a system where all the cameras had to be on all the time. You know, always recording if I didn't need. Like, if I leave the vehicle and let's say it's in a sketchy area or something like that, and I want to leave it on, I can do that. But for the most part, just sitting around at home at night, you don't need to have all the cameras all around the vehicle always recording. For the most part, the only one that matters is the door, the entrance door side, because that's where people come up, or they'll knock on your door or whatever. And when people are walking by outside, you can just flick on the monitor and check it out. So I wanted to do something to separate the other cameras. Like, the back camera's mostly for driving, and of course the front camera's for driving as well. But I don't generally need to look at those cameras when I'm parked. But the door camera, kind of like a security door camera, front door camera, like a doorbell camera, it's pretty common these days. Almost all new houses have camera systems built in all around them, and they almost always have a front door camera. So what I decided to do was pick up another one, and this one is also a HaloView wireless camera, as you can tell with the antenna. So I replaced the wired camera that was there from an older system I had before, and put this in, and then it's got a separate monitor, so it's not included with the front. So there's the front one right there, which is right now turned on to the back camera, the backup camera, which, by the way, I have it wired permanently so that whenever I back up and if I need it, I just press it on. It doesn't automatically come. I don't want it like that, because I want to be able to turn it on sometimes when I'm not driving, or, you know, when the ignition's not on. So I much prefer it like that. Anyways, so I got another one for the side door, which is separate, and there's the monitor there. It is a wireless as well, so it's got one big antenna on top. I just had a piece of wood to make the cover for it, to make it look a little more flush. I'm just gonna finish putting the trim around it soon. But it hides the antenna, and it also hides the solar panel charge controller wires, which are coming down the side. They're actually in there and then going into there. Anyways, look, there is right outside my door right now. So, you know, it doesn't get any more simple than that. It actually has pretty loud sound on it too. So, it just takes a standard memory card, so it's always recording. Now, this is always on. It's wired in. So, even when I have the monitor off, at nighttime, you can see the little infrared lights on the outside of the camera, and it's still on. It's still recordings. But if I hear something outside or someone's knocking on the door, you just flick that on while you're inside, and you can see who it is. And the night vision on it is pretty damn good, so you can see everything. It's bright as day. But I like this because if I'm sitting here at night and I'm watching TV or whatever, I can also see who's outside. And you know what? This is the other day, that video I put up about the guy pounding on my door at 1:30 in the morning, you know, as rare as something like that might be, I turned on that camera to see who it was, just to make sure it wasn't a police officer or something like that. And that's how I decided, look, I don't know who this guy is, so I just let it be. Somebody asked on my video, where's the footage? Well, first of all, I'm not going to be that much of a jerk, okay? Unless the guy was he was being inconsiderate and rude, but he wasn't, you know, he wasn't being a jerk or being a criminal or anything. So I'm not going to go and blast his image all over the internet. However, I didn't even have a memory card in it at the time. So it's just a monitor to show me what's outside. But now I popped a memory card in, so it's always recording. And You know, I thought about making some fun videos for YouTube with that because I have the outdoor speakers outside as well. So I could hook that up to my Bluetooth on my phone and play some funny sound effects and get people's reactions on camera. Oh, there's all sorts of ideas. But but anyways, if anyone else is planning to, you know, stalk me and pound on my door in the middle of the night or day or whatever, when my door's closed and I don't want to be bothered, just so you know, there's a chance you're going to get on YouTube, because this is always recording. So if you come up to my door, be prepared. Smile, you're on candid camera. Anyhow, one big difference between this one and the one on the dashboard from HaloView is this one is their newest version. The camera looks the same, the monitor looks the same, but it's actually 720p HD. The other ones aren't quite HD. Now it still looks perfectly fine for its purpose, right? But I thought I'd try this one out. So it's their newest version. It's the same thing, except it's high resolution, and that's the same, of course, HD that I record for YouTube as well. And so I just, you know, it's just a little bit of an upgrade from the original one there. But in case any of you are wanting to get one of these, now compared to some of the more, compared to some of the more flimsy touchscreen versions of camera systems out there, these are actually better priced, but they're way better built. I can see this lasting as long as anything else in the van. Like, it's just, they're so tough and industrial. And you know the screen's not going to mess up because it's not a touch screen. There's no software lagging. If you're doing things, it doesn't lag. It just works. And literally all I had to do was tap into power I had over here for the new camera. I just tapped into 12 volt power over there for that camera, and then over here I just actually tapped into that light there. I just pulled the wire out of that and ran it behind, and boom! As soon as I press the on button, it automatically connects wirelessly to the camera on above the door. So, you know, it doesn't get any more simple than that. You can get the wired versions if you prefer, but I mean, there's really no point. I could have ran a wire across pretty easily, I suppose. So either way, it would have worked just fine. But I know it works because I have experience with the one on the dashboard that there's no problem with the wireless system, and it's dead simple. So highly recommend it. I actually do have a link on my website, justincredible.tv, for HaloView. If you want to pick up your camera off HaloView, click the link right on my website there, and you can check out the one that I have, which can be up to 4 cameras, the one I have on the dashboard. And this new HD system as well can also be upgraded with multiple cameras as well. And they do sell them as packages with more than one camera if you want, so you can check out their website. But yeah, top notch. I've been using it for months now, so can't go wrong. Oh, you hear that? It's got some pretty good controls on it, and I can just crank up the volume a bit here. Oops, I don't want to go that one. I want to go that one, and you can hear people outside talking. Keep on rocking in the free world.
You are watching Just Incredible TV.
Want to see more? Become a patron and see exclusive content. Plus, see new, just incredible videos before anyone on YouTube. Head over to patreon.com/JCredTV and keep on rocking in the free world.